stage.
Oh, thanks. Well, I thought you just came out for this.
No, it's that too. But now it's like, okay.
No, I mean, now it makes sense. I was.
Now I'm trying to route
gave you
shit.
some stuff.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, here we go. Go here. Boom, boom, pow.
What's up, guys? We are back. Comedy Club Confessions is. Did we start? Yeah, we're back. Comedy Club Confessions is back, where comedians come tell stories about their past, about their present, whatever's going on, and it's nothing but good stories been happening lately. My guest today is Manny Maldonado, one of my really good friends. This is your camera right here, over
What's
here,
up, everybody?
but you can look at me.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man? Great to see you, brother. I see you've been busy like myself.
Yeah, we've both been busy.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, man.
So Manny is it's funny because Manny started doing the cruise ships before I did.
Yeah, I started October 30th, and I've been hitting it pretty strong since, like, a couple of weeks here, sometimes a little bit longer than a couple of weeks. But since I live in Long Beach, I live right by the port. It's very convenient, so I like it.
Yeah, so when we make cruise ships, basically comedians, there's a gig, you work on a ship, you live on the ship for like up to how long? How long? What's the longest you've been on the ship for?
5 weeks, man. And I didn't want to do that. That was by default. I was supposed to only do a couple. I think only two weeks. I was supposed to do the Magic in Orlando, but that's when that new variant came out in December.
Yeah.
So a lot of comedians were getting sick, so I was kind of just stuck there doing shows.
Oh, okay.
So wasn't on purpose, but
5 weeks.
I didn't mind. So it was 5 weeks.
I just did 10 days, and I'm like, oh, dude.
You got to mentally be.
You got to just keep yourself busy.
Keep yourself busy, man.
Yeah, it's like I can't be stuck in the cabins. Are so small. The rooms are probably like I can touch both walls. It's like it's being in prison, basically.
Yeah, but it's a paid prison, so it's not that bad.
It's a paid prison.
It's a paid prison, and it's like a paid vacation. You get fed as many times you want a day.
Yeah, you get fed.
So you have a lot of yard time.
Yeah, a lot of yard time.
A lot of yard time, whether you like it or not. But it's I've embraced it because you know me, I'm always traveling anyway, so it kind of was like a match made in heaven.
Yeah, it's funny because when he started doing it, I was giving him shit. I'm like, man, you take a lot of selfies, bro. Like that must be hella lonely.
Yeah.
And then fucking December came around. I'm like, oh, how much you making? I said, ding ding ding. I'm gonna join the party.
Yeah. So no, it's been cool. But I like it. It's not bad because it helps me work on my craft, and the fact that you have different kinds of 30-minute shows, and you have a mainstream audience, which you see now, which is great. You have every nationality being represented. It's pretty cool, man. So it's basically, and their shows are packed. Every show's packed. Yeah. So it's kind of cool.
One thing I think it's made me a lot stronger because they force you to do 30 minutes clean. Man. Clean. You gotta do 30 minutes clean, multiple shows on. So that's like, and that's it. It's hard. At first, it was like, oh, I don't think I could do this.
I was in the same boat, no pun intended.
But it's made me a better father. You notice that? Because now I don't curse anymore in regular life like I used to.
No, I curse a lot now, more because I'm making up for the time I didn't cuss in the 30 minutes and unleashing that shit on my son. So I'm good.
And then you also got this great gig. Oh, I did already in Cabo, Mexico.
Yeah, so that's been going well.
So tell us about that.
So basically, during the pandemic, a lot of people were doing the Zoom stuff, and trust me, man, I tried it. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And pretty much California, especially LA, was to me. And LA. I mean, I live in Long Beach, so it's LA area, whatever. But LA, we were like the open micers when it came to the fucking pandemic. We were such pussies. Everybody's like, no, man. Like it was so lame. So my cousin lives out there in Cabo, San Lucas, and he was like, hey, man, why don't you watch my place? I'm gonna go on vacation. I had never been to Cabo. Now, had I known that Cabo was that close, I would have been going there a long time ago. Yeah. Everything was open, man, during the pandemic. I noticed that everything was open, and I noticed I just started walking around town, and I noticed there wasn't comedy at all.
There wasn't COVID either.
And there wasn't COVID. They didn't believe in it. Like, no
COVID. Aquí no COVID.
No. No, but they were, I hate to admit it, Jack, but they were more cleaner than us as a city, as a nation. They just knew their shit better. Yeah. And basically, the number one destination spots during the pandemic was Cabo and Tulum. And I would just happen to be in Cabo. Florida and Orange County. They never believe in that shit. So I took advantage, and I started just walking around, just asking people, "Hey, you guys have comedy?" No, we don't. They mainly have musicians, músicos. They love that. Musicians are very big in Mexico and even in Cabo. So I kind of just put two and two together. I'm like, and trust me, I never, and you know me, I never was a producer type.
No,
I
man.
never want to do anything. I'm terrible at that.
You're terrible.
I'm terrible at that. But then I was like, wait a minute. I'm here out here right now. I didn't know the state of comedy at that point. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to do some comedy shows. And kind of just put two and two together. One of my good friends, he passed away. He was living out there. He told me that it would be a good idea to bring English comedy into Cabo because everybody speaks English.
Yeah.
I want to say 83%. Even the Mexicans speak
Yeah.
English. Everybody speaks English.
Everyone speaks English there.
So I was just like, okay, let me put two and two together. And I just, I tried this one venue. It didn't work out. Then I tried another one. I just happened to find the place that I'm at right now.
It's called Cocina
and Bar. Really cool place.
It's like right by the water, dude. It's beautiful.
It's really cool. They have their own stage. And then the owner, a German dude named Marcus, shout out to Marcus, really cool guy. I go, hey, do you guys do comedy here? He's like, no, we just have music. And he's like, but I love comedy. And then he told me that he used to go to comedy clubs in Houston. He was at a Laugh Stop, and then boom, that kind of was like a magnet.
He's in.
And then he's in. So next thing you know it, you were on the first show, and we've been doing shows there every 6 weeks. Our first show was in October.
How much is it?
I'm sorry, what?
How much is the tickets?
$25. We keep it very reasonable. $25 or 500 pesos. You know
that's
you gotta put 500 pesos.
500 pesos.
But it's more of a local show. It's for people that live there. It's not very for the tourists.
Yeah.
So it's cool. We've had regular customers come back, and you're gonna be back there in September. But we've been doing it every 6 or 7 weeks strong. So it's been going good. The shows have been great, and the shows have been getting just funnier and funnier. And the comics this is a tricky part to producing a show. It's not about it's great that you're funny. That's always an added plus.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that the people are cool off stage. That's like the tricky part.
And so you want the comics to be a fun hang.
Because exactly, a fun hang. I don't have to worry about them maybe going to jail or some shit.
Yeah. Irresponsible.
And that's the tricky part that I'm coming across to.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find comics that are very responsible that are funny.
It's hard as hell.
Like the ones that are irresponsible are really funny.
Yeah.
And the ones that are responsible are okay.
Yeah. So I've been blessed so far. I've had you. I've had Adam Hunter. I just had I had Paula Bell,
Frank Lucero,
Ahmed Ahmed. Some funny motherfuckers. And I don't have to worry about them off stage.
Yeah.
So, but now as a producer, it's just it's a different. Now my phone blows up from comics that I've never met.
I know how I feel. That's crazy.
Now I know how you feel. Now sometimes at first I would get mad he didn't text me back. I don't understand why you don't text me back. Because now you don't want to.
Yeah.
Because you got about 30,000 other texts.
He calls me now for asking me for advice for comments, and I'm like,
I just call him now because I don't even want to text him because it's too much of a long text. But
it's crazy how when you were talking about 2020 made you become creative and find out other ways to do. And I was in the same boat with you, man. I actually went to what's it called, the beach, the Pueblo Bonito.
Oh, okay.
I bought a timeshare, dude. I bought a timeshare thinking that I would have like rooms for comics and do shows there. And the guy's like, see, yeah, come. Well, do a show. Dude, he's freaking ruined me, lied to me. I ended up spending $15,000. I paid it off already because I don't want to fuck up my credit.
Yeah.
I spent $15K. I own a timeshare at Pueblo Bonito in Cabo that I've never used because it's a scam. It is.
And my cousin lives out there and he does real estate and he lives in Pueblo Bonito. He said, no, don't go for the timeshares.
I bought it. It's cheaper to go on fucking on Trivago or Trivago. What is that shit called? I don't know. Priceline. All that stuff.
Priceline. Yeah. No, you stay away from that shit. And it's funny. Pueblo Bonito is his own little city, as you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was looking at a venue in there, but it's not. That's not the place for comedy.
No, it's not.
It just isn't.
It's not.
It just isn't.
But you got you started doing comedy a long time ago. How long?
Yeah, I did. I started in 97.
97.
Yeah, I know.
You've done some. You did Calocos.
I've done quite a few TV things. Things that you'd have to probably just dust off or look.
But I remember that because I remember when I
Calocos was one of my first TV credits. But before that, I did BET out here in 1998 at the Normandy Casino with Gary Owen.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So,
no way.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I had maybe 5 minutes of material, but they only needed 3, so I was like, "Hey, I'm here." So that was a cool experience. So I did that in '98, and I was born and raised in Modesto, California. And where I'm from, you guys have these things called open mics. We didn't have that. Basically, we just had bars. I'd open up for a lot of local bands. And I said, "Hey man, I just wanted to try comedy." Like, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. They're setting up equipment. You hear the drum shit, and I would be like the warm up act. But then, I started, generating a little bit of buzz, and then I started getting comfortable with my comedy chops, and I started taking my skills to the Punchline in Sacramento and San Francisco. Those were showcases. You'd have them once a month.
Yeah.
Those for comics that were, and they had an audience. It wasn't like an open mic. So that was kind of cool. And those clubs are the clubs that groomed me. Tommy T's, and I opened up for some big people. But like in my second year, I got on TV, and then that was kind of cool. But I wasn't. It was a little too fast, too soon. I'm from a small town. I got on BET in '98, and then I did BET again in '99, and then I did a New York comedy festival too. That went well. Then they cast me to do the Apollo in '99.
Wow!
And I got booed like there was no tomorrow. I just wasn't ready.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But it was a good experience.
You learn from your experiences.
I did, and that was the only time I got booed, and it shook me. I quit comedy for 6 months. And
oh man,
I did, and there was no social media back then.
Oh my god!
But everybody like knew in Northern California that I got booed.
Can we find that clip?
No, I tried to because I wanted to like post it. I'm like, this is what happens, but no, it was so bad they didn't air it. That's when you know the shit's bad. But I got paid, so that was kind of cool. So I got paid good money.
You got paid to be booed
because I wasn't part of amateur. I was part of the show.
Oh, okay.
I had to follow Christina Aguilera singing "Genie in a Bottle," bro.
No way.
I
really?
Yeah, it was fucking terrible, bro.
Who's hosting that at the time?
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey was hosting. What did he say?
He's all, "Hey, player, today just wasn't your day."
Yeah.
he said that shit, and
was he funny then? Was he a funny host back then?
I think he was. Yeah,
he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. I just got booed. It was bad, man. I was shook. I quit comedy for 6 months, and then, but I was always a good opener host when I was hosting at the Punchline. So they go, "Hey, Manny, we know you got booed, but we need to host tonight in San Francisco. Chappelle's in town." And I was like, "Oh shit, Chappelle!" I was like, "Cool." Even though I didn't do comedy 6 months, you know, Chappelle was there. Yeah. And this is right before he did his "Kill Me Softly" special. I do my thing. He watches my show. He's all, "Hey man, you're funny. How long you been doing comedy?" I go, "You know what, Mr. Chappelle? This is the first time I do a show in 6 months because I got booed at the Apollo." He's like, "You got booed at the Apollo? So did I, nigga." And I knew, and I knew right there and then I was gonna do comedy the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So that was like cool, you know. So that was like
wow.
It was a pretty cool thing.
Did you use it as a credit? Just did the Apollo?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. No, so I was using.
I know there's comics that do that, man.
Like, I was using a BET like strong the 2 times.
Was that the Fruity Pebbles joke you did? Was that on BET or where was that on? I saw that on something.
You saw that on
you were
Locos.
You were wearing
or
like,
maybe Latino Laugh Festival.
You were wearing like a blue T-shirt, like a button down.
Oh, no, okay, so that was a DVD I did with Paul Rodriguez.
Okay, yeah, you were wearing a blue. I was like,
it's hilarious.
You look like you were going to court.
I was like, I looked like Best Buy just laid off some people, and I was there. No, so I was really lucky, man. Speaking of Paul, he kind of discovered me in 2003. And
Paul Rodriguez.
Yeah, Paul Rodriguez. And we ended up building a good friendship. He had me on a DVD, and then I toured with him on the New Land Kings of Comedy Tour in 2007 on up. So once in a while we'll get together and so do some shows.
You're saying a lot of good things about a lot of people that helped you. So you said you Dave Chappelle, Gary Owen, the clubs, all that. But now, was there someone that you think that maybe kind of
shit on me?
Not shit on you, but kind of like you're not sure. Maybe you think that I don't think that fool likes me, or I don't think.
No, there was this one dude.
That club likes me.
There was this one dude when I was coming up. Name is Rick Polito. He just didn't like me. He was just.
Who's he now?
Exactly. It's just one of those dudes. Exactly. He just didn't like me.
Rick Polito.
Yeah, Rick Polito.
What was his job title back then?
No, he was a comic.
Oh, he was.
You know, he was a comic, and he was already kind of established out there in Northern California because there wasn't that many comics of Latin descent where I'm from.
Oh, so he was hating because you were.
He was just hating because I was up and comer, and he was just a ball buster.
Yeah,
and he didn't like me, and yeah, feelings mutual. So it was feelings mutual. You know what I mean? I just didn't.
So how was it? Like
he was like a poor man's George Lopez. Like he would even go up to the Lowrider song. Like he was just one of those dudes.
Oh really?
Very hacky.
Is he still doing comedy now?
I don't know. I don't care.
I never. So was there like a moment at the green room where he said something, or you just heard it behind closed doors that he's talking shit?
No, he was just one of those dudes. I know he was kind of like just whatever with me. And then I remember one time we did a show at this place called Jokers in Washington. I don't know if you ever did.
I heard of it. It's a casino.
It's like a casino, kind of a bowling alley kind of show. And I was doing a Fallout, and he just happened to be on that same show with me. And I do my thing, and I think I had a good set. And then he goes back on stage. He goes on stage. So, oh, is Manny even a real Mexican? I'm like, like really, motherfucker? My
Why?
parents are from Michoacan, puto. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, of course I'm real Mexican. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
He was just one of those dudes, man. And then whatever. And if he's out there doing stand up, cool, whatever.
Honestly, I mean, I've probably heard of. He's a Northern Cali comic.
He's a NorCal guy. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're
He was just one of those dudes.
Hey man, we're connected now, man. I don't know. We know people. I never heard of. I've never heard of him.
He was just
Mark,
one of
if
the-
you know who he is, we don't know what.
No,
it is.
exactly. He's just one of those dudes.
I don't look him up.
Yeah, whatever. But
Give
that was one. That was
a guess it.
yeah. Give a guess it. No, that was just one of those dudes, and he was just not very friendly to me. That's it.
That's you get that a lot from Mexican comics, I think, man.
Oh, we're the biggest haters ever.
Right?
We love
that.
to hate.
I mean, you think about it, like like what happened in the original Lion Kings of comedy? What happened? What happened to that?
Well, basically,
Then they break up.
No, it wasn't like a group. It wasn't like the Beatles or anything. It was just one of those things. It was just one of those things where they filmed. Paul filmed it. Paul has rights to it. It was him, George Lopez, Joy Medina, Alex Raimundo. They did their thing, and then they toured for a while.
And they broke up.
No, it wasn't a breakup. It was just one of those things where Paul just wanted to give other people a shot.
I got it.
So that was kind of cool. So when on the new version, it was me, Frank Lucero, Gene Pompa, Dennis Gaxiola, and he rotate us all the time. And to this day, I think Paul's still doing.
He's still doing it.
The Latin Kings again, and I think right now he has Dennis, Gilbert, old school guys, Gilbert Esquivel. Shout out to Gilbert Esquivel.
Yeah.
Old school guys.
Gilbert.
You know
Old
what I mean?
school,
Old school, baby. Old school.
So I mean, you've been around 25 years doing stand up.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Are there any other freaking haters or people that you heard? Not even that with you or just in general, because I'm pretty sure you know a lot more than me. I mean,
here's the thing. I think my reputation is pretty. People respect me. I think I have a pretty good reputable reputation. I'm sure there's somebody out there that probably doesn't like me that I don't even know of.
Yeah.
And whatever. I mean, but I don't.
Yeah. Does it bother you?
No, it doesn't. I kind of just.
Yeah.
At first, I used to care about what my peers thought of me, but now, as you get older, and I have a son who's 17, and as fatherhood and all that, none of that shit matters anymore.
It doesn't.
You
right?
just want to just do your shows.
Work, bro.
Oh my god, the check cleared. Like we're good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how I'm feeling right now.
But he
too,
didn't
man.
like you. Like whatever.
It used to bother me a lot when I go people talking shit about you, and I'm like, why? And I wanted to fix it, and
no, you can't fix it. Like
you can't. Not everyone's gonna like you, bro.
Not everybody's gonna like you, even when you do your shows. Even though you think if we're doing shows on the ship or off the ship, or like I would say if you could get about 73% of the crowd to like you, that's a good day.
Yeah.
That's like a C.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna make everybody.
There's always gonna be one person.
There's always gonna be like, well, fuck that dude, whatever. I could do better. I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And it's usually family members that think about it that way. No, but I've encountered that. It used to bother me a lot. Like I remember sometimes I would look on certain comedians' website. I'm like, why the fuck is he doing that? How come I'm not doing it? I'm like, wait a minute. If you took the time to look up that shit, then you should be doing something better to enhance your own stuff.
Yeah.
Because and I hate to admit, in this business, there's so many non-funny motherfuckers that get love and get work. Why? Because probably their hustle's better than they're funny.
Yeah.
And we've seen that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are killing on the internet. That's great. Shout out to anybody who's got all these followers on the gram and all that shit. I'm considered now an OG. I know I'm funny. I can go on stage. I'll wreck it. Am I a star? Not really. But I make a living of doing what I do.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that are really funny on the internet. But does it translate well on stage? Probably not, because the stage is.
You just take a picture.
I took a picture of my dick. It's kind of weird.
That's
That's when you know you're doing all right, when your own camera takes your own picture of your own chile. But that's one thing I'm starting to learn now. There's a lot of people that have a lot of followers, and then they'll book them weekends or even theater sometimes, and then they're like, oh shit. Then you see the reviews, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This ain't really for them. But kudos to them. I think it's a new generation now.
I was talking to my girl last night after I did the Long Beach Laugh Factory last night, and on the way home, she goes, "Babe, you killed it." I go, "Yeah, I did." And I go, I kind of wanted to stay to I went up third, you know.
Oh, that's a good spot.
That's a great spot. I wanted to stay to the end, you know, just to support the other comics, you know. I didn't care if I was a headliner or one last, whatever. Yeah. But my girl's like, "You did really good," and I said, "You know what? You know what's crazy about me, babe?" I said, if I saw myself where I'm at right now when I first started, my goal when I first started was to go on the road, sell T-shirts, and cut a check.
I remember. I took
that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
Yeah,
that's all I wanted. I said, if I can do
that,
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing that, and I'm not happy. Like, you know, like, and I'm worried that are we ever gonna be happy?
Not really.
No, right?
That's a good thing, because like right now, it's case. Look, work is good. Life is good. I got my health. I everything's great. Yeah. And you know, I'm considered now an international comic because I'm doing shit now overseas and in Mexico. producing a very successful show. But am I happy? No, because I still want to do more. I still would like to sell a TV show, or there's other things that we challenge ourselves as artists.
But do you think people even like George Lopez, he sold a TV show, Netflix, touring, that you think he's happy right now?
He won't. He should be with the money. Like that money makes me happy. But he's probably on the grind still too. I remember something that Russell Peters told me. He's all, you know what? You know why I keep on hustling on the road and doing my thing? Because there's some people that still don't know who I am. And that's somebody who's...
Oh, I like that.
That's somebody who's getting nice money.
Yeah, he's Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But yet, when he told me that, I was like, okay. So that's why that grind continues. So it's like, that's why you don't stop, I don't stop. I'm cool. Somebody asked me, how many followers do I have? I think I have like only 3,800 or something like that on Instagram, but I know them. See? I actually know them personally. I have their phone number. I'll call them up. How you like that? So that's pretty good. No, but that's what I'm saying.
But I know
them.
Hey, speaking of knowing, shout out to our sponsor, Comedy Showcase app, guys. If you guys haven't yet, you guys got to go download this app to see up and coming comedians put their stuff on. A lot of agents, managers check this stuff out. It's a place for comics to put their stuff out. But it's like, and then you get feria. They give you cash.
Oh, okay.
They give you cash. You get a lot of views. You get money. The app is for comics only. Basically, it's just for comics, right? It's just for comedians, put their content out and to be seen by industry.
And you know what? And that's a good thing. I'm so happy that comedy's alive and well. A lot of people thought there was a little down spot. I mean, right now, ever since everything finally opened up again, people have been supporting the shows, not just here in the LA area, but everywhere. People have been rolling deep, like, because they don't know if shit's going to close down again. They're laughing. Even the shit ain't funny, like, they're just laughing. Like, they're just letting loose. So shout out to everybody who's on the grind, all the comedians and all the customers, I would say. Customers, because they're customers.
Yeah.
We appreciate that very much.
Totally. And I feel like the pandemic was kind of a weird blessing because I remember back then it was all free tickets. After the pandemic, people started paying for tickets.
No, now they're really appreciating
people
the art.
Appreciate it.
And now it's like, what do you mean free? Now I want to pay. You know what I mean? Now they're offended because it's free. No, fuck that. I don't want to pay.
Exactly. Yeah.
I know now I gotta make sure there's a cover.
Before it was like, they're guesses.
No, before it was like, hey, free this, free that. No, man, know your worth. I try to stay away from the free stuff as an artist. I pay to come see us now. Like, honestly, it's like,
We've been doing free forever.
Been doing free forever, man.
Forever,
like,
bro.
So much. Like,
and that's the worst too. When you turn in a guest list of free tickets and then only 5 show up and you turn like a 40 people guest list. That's why it's better for like the venue, for us, the peace of mind knowing that, hey, we got 20 tickets sold. We're going to have at least 20 people here tonight.
And they're going to appreciate it.
Versus me sending a 200 people guest list and go, I don't know who's coming.
I just hate it when I used to put like a Facebook event or whatever, and there'd be like 3,000 people like liking
Viewed
it
or
or fucking viewing it, and only like 28 motherfuckers showed up.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I took that shit personal, bro.
Yeah.
I started deleting motherfuckers from Facebook that liked that shit that didn't show up. So I don't know if that makes sense. I was like, oh, you liked it? Fuck you.
Oh, you liked it?
But you didn't show up?
I like it, but I'm not going to go.
Exactly.
I like it.
So, right now, comedy's in a good place, and I like what everybody's doing. There's so many, like I was telling you, there's so many.
Who do you like right now?
It's funny because I don't really like comedy.
I knew you were going to say that. Comics don't watch comedians.
No. I'm just
kidding.
No,
who do you like? You like Chappelle?
No, I mean, look. I've always liked guys like Chappelle. I mean, I was blessed when I first started doing comedy. I would open up for some serious hitters.
Yeah.
I opened up for Dave Attell, Dave Chappelle, just bangers. Just those guys. Like, I learned something from each of those comics. I would do a week once in a while in San Francisco or Sacramento with those comics, and I opened up for George Lopez before. I work with Paul. Like, all those guys are beasts. They're bangers.
Yeah.
And right now, if somebody puts a gun to my head, like, what if I go pay to go see somebody?
Yeah,
I would pay to go see Bill Burr. Bill Burr's.
Oh yeah,
I like his style. I like John Mulaney.
Yeah.
I like his stuff. Earthquake makes me laugh a lot. I like Earthquake a lot. I shout out to his amazing special, and I don't really watch too many specials.
His special was amazing.
His special just had me, and it was cool because it wasn't that long. It was just like 34 minutes of just
ba 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 ba.
Banging, like no pause. Like that dude makes me laugh out loud. There's another dude.
You do impersonations of people though.
I do once in a while when I can.
Give me one. Come on, man. You can do it.
Gosh. I mean, you always
send this off with a good
no.
impersonation.
You always like. We're already done. Fucking only took me 3 hours to get here. Now I'm leaving. Shit, I see how you are. No,
it's just a 30-minute podcast.
It's fucking, fuck, it is. Fuck, you're a dick. You didn't tell me that. See, I'm going over. I'm running the light.
Hold
no,
on.
you know.
Let me text Ken. Talk. How Ken Gar is outside. Go for
Ken
it.
Gar? I know him. Bring his ass in here. He's funny. You know who makes me laugh is who made me laugh the other day. I saw him was Sidney Castillo. Makes me laugh.
Sidney's great.
Sidney's great. He's a great writer. He's very full of himself. I like his style. I like his stuff.
Okay.
I like what he does.
But I want to hear your impersonation. Come on, you do that.
Do you want me to do Bound by Honor? Tu sabes. Hanging out with Jack Jr.'s podcast. It's only 30 minutes, bitch. Like, why do you do that to me? I knew there was a catch to this shit.
No,
like, Manny,
how long? You want to talk for 2 hours?
I'm gonna keep on talking. This is some bullshit. Ask me more questions. No, this is bullshit. No.
What's the next plan?
The next plan is this: to keep on keeping on. Doing what I'm doing right now. I'm creating something right now in Cabo. There's another venue that does comedy shows out there. Kudos to them too. And I started doing comedy. Now there's another venue.
Oh, how did you feel about that? Because there's a rival. Is it a rival?
No.
There's a rival comedy club in Cabo. That's talk about that.
I don't know if it's a rival comedy club.
It's okay. So there's a venue. I'm not gonna. I don't give a shit. They don't fucking book me.
Yeah.
There's this guy that books the Hollywood Roosevelt. What's his name?
His name is Max.
Max.
Yeah.
He decided to do shows in Cabo.
Yeah.
And from what I heard from comics that have booked the show, they don't do shows, right? It's the shows they put them in Roach motels, right?
I don't know about the Cucaracha motels. Okay?
I heard about Roach motels, and I heard it was really uncomfortable, and they didn't. I don't know. It was bad.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna diss anybody or whatever.
Shut up!
Here's
I just
did.
did.
You just did it for me. But here's the thing. My shows, one, you're gonna get taken care of. B, the experience is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be like a vacation. The show's like the last thing. Oh yeah, we just did a show. Oh, but you're gonna have such a good time.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm creating out there. Now, he's doing his shows out there. Cool. Whatever. Do them. Are they better than mine? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not.
You said you were the king of Cabo.
I don't know about the king of Cabo.
You told me the king of Cabo. Don't fucking lie to me.
I'm running.
You said you're the king of Cabo.
I'm running shit out there. Yes, I am.
There you go.
And I'm building something very big.
I'm starting as West Coast, East Coast.
No, it's like whatever. Do I care if other people do comedy shows? Go ahead and do them.
Yeah,
They're not gonna be better than mine. Because I know what the fuck I'm doing. I did my research. I was out there for a long time.
So what you're saying is this guy Max doesn't know what he's doing.
He thinks he knows what he's doing. And that's fine. That's cool. Good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no ill will towards the dude, but I remember when I first met him, I go, hey man, I do comedy shows. Well, I have a comedy club in Cabo. I'm like, yeah, where's it at?
Yeah.
And then he didn't know how to answer that. First of all, you can't say you have a comedy club. If you have a comedy club in Cabo, it has to say you can't be in another person's inside their building calling it a comedy club.
You have a night. You have a night in Cabo. You don't have.
You have a night. He has a night in Cabo, just like I do.
Yeah.
I think he has weekends.
Yeah.
Which is cool and whatever. And listen to all the comedians that are doing that room. You could do that room. You can still do mine.
Yeah.
Well, it'll take you a while to get booked on mine.
Yeah.
But you're gonna do it. And you're gonna see the fucking difference. That's
when I did Manny's room, hotel, we did like an excursion.
We had a good time.
We had a good time, man.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
That's what it's all about. Every comic that has done the shows in Cabo has been like, Manny, when can I come back? When can I come back?
Yeah.
You're coming back in September. But look, I'm creating something good out there. My boy Marcus and I have our hands in other things too. And it's going to be my home away from home. Once my son graduates, I'm moving out there.
Yeah.
I just love Cabo, man. The people are great. So like I said, to all the producers out there, all the comics that want to do other shows.
Chino XL.
You guys can go ahead and do them.
Bad boy.
Go ahead and do them. But it's not my show.
Yeah,
and like I said, no knock to anybody out there. If you want to do your shows, do them. I'm not going to ban comics like, hey, man, you did that room. The only thing I ask, if you do my show, you cannot do the other venue 30 days prior or 30 days after. That's it.
Or the same weekend.
The same weekend.
That's the worst.
Absolutely.
Hey,
not.
where can they find you, bro?
Okay, they can find me here right now on this amazing podcast that's about to end. No, they can, you fucking jack. They can find me on Instagram, Manny to the Max, MANNY, the number 2, THEMAX. You can find me on Facebook. Just punch me up.
Your website?
No, fuck no. And by the way, websites are overrated now. Nobody likes, like, websites are like whatever now. Websites are, website. Who cares?
Man.
There's a homeless guy with a fucking website down there. There's a guy with a cart with a fucking website. Nobody gives a shit about websites anymore. Just find me on the gram or.
Okay, what you got? Your upcoming dates? Where you at?
Okay, so
I know you have a big list.
no, I do have a big list. I'm actually chilling. I have actually a special event actually next week, June 2nd at Hoppy Days in San Diego. Then we're doing another show in Canyon Lake, and then I'm on the ship again, and then I'll be in Vegas, June
South Point, Vegas,
June 10th, South
June
Point,
10th.
dirty at 12:30.
Nice.
And just look, man.
Look him up.
Yeah,
Look him up.
I'm friends with Jack, so just Jack. I know Jack promotes everything. Look,
Promote everything.
hey, look what I ate for breakfast. Look at me.
Look-
Like, he's that
eggs.
guy.
Yeah, I'm that
He's
guy.
annoying, but I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of you, dude. I mean,
Thanks, man.
all bullshit aside, you've worked very hard.
Very hard.
And you're trying to keep it humble as much as you can. Yes, you
I
come
can.
off cocky on the internet.
I
but
come
that's just-
off.
But that's just, I know how you are.
Have to come off cocky
You have to.
because there's haters.
Hey.
Guys, Comedy Club Confessions. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much for having me.
Follow
Peace.
Manny Maldonado. Upcoming dates, jackjuniorcomic.com. A lot of stuff happening. I'm coming to Sacramento, back to Las Vegas, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for listening.
Peace.
Bye.